Welcome to Grand Kingdom. New strategy game from NIS America. I'm excited.
We got him cornered, boss! The bastards have no chance of winning now!
You got us! We surrender! Just please, don't kill us!
Look, we gotta make a living too, so no hard feelings, alright? That battle cry! Damn it, a white flag! I knew it! Those noble pricks are giving up! All that hard work, and it was all for nothing. Nothing sadder than sticking around when you've been beat. Let's get out of here, boss.
Do you want us to just stay like this, then?
If you enjoy being on your knees with your hands up, hold that pose as long as you want.
I'm lowering my hands. Don't attack me, all right?
Yeah, right. Like we dirty our swords for nothing. The price of your heads fell to less than 1 copper just now. Anyway, what are we gonna do, boss? It doesn't look like we'll be getting much of a reward now. We can't afford to bask in the glow of defeat. We need to figure out how we're gonna feed our men.
Hey, are you guys headed for anywhere in particular? Because if not, do you want to come with us?
Yo, boss, this guy hasn't shut up yet.
We're members of a mercenary outfit known as the Guild. I'm asking if you want to join us.
The Guild? The mercenary organization led by the master swordsman Godfrey.
Though you were an enemy, you showed impressive skill in battle. It would be a shame to let you leave. And I also owe you my life.
Well, you heard the man. What do you want to do, boss?
"100 years have passed since the fall of the Uldein Empire. The long, brutal war left the 4 great nations crippled and impoverished. Honor and virtue have become distant memories. Now, in the great continent of Resonail, the battlefield is no longer dominated by knights, but by mercenaries. Some fight to put food on their table. Others fight for bounteous wealth. They plunge headlong into the jaws of death, not for any nation, but for that glint of gold. Mercenaries who live in an age of war. Let their story be told."
We have high standards for our mercenaries. The Guild requires proof of your power first. Doesn't matter who introduced you, no exceptions. You lot have 2 choices. Take the test or take a hike.
Really doesn't seem like much of a choice, boss.
So we're trying to reach this location, and we don't want to exceed the number of actions, or we don't want to die. Straightforward enough. What's our number of actions, though? All right. Objective. Each quest has an objective for you to clear. Actions. You can move with the directional sticks. That's your actions. We have an action count of 250 something. Action limit. If you reach the action limit, you lose. The end. So we have 250 actions in which we want to reach that destination. Okay. By the way, this hand-painted art style is going to be interesting to play in parallel with Odin's Sphere Life Thrust here. Oh, well, that's very defined. It's actually leaps, so I thought it was going to be a slow movement like a Valkyria. This is actually more welcome because it's very clear intervals of movement, so you know exactly how much you're spending. First combat. Symbol enemies are enemies that lurk in the field and move once per turn. If you encounter one, you will fight them. You may be able to evade them depending on the route they take, but it looks like you can't avoid them this time. Intercept the enemy and destroy them. Come here, bad guy. Weird skull monster thing. Oh, dog. I was expecting an enemy soldier, not wolves, but I guess that explains the weird head. So that symbol represents demons. The timeline at the bottom shows the flow of battle. The leftmost unit in the timeline is able to perform movement and attack actions. Together, these actions form a turn. By repeating turns, you fight your way through battles. Yes, that's turn-based. It's the fighter's turn. First, get close to the enemy. Move with the left stick. Movements are limited. Check this by using the move gauge. Move in front of the monster. Now we attack. Square, triangle, circle are attacks. Let's see. They're above the unit's head. That indicates by pressing those corresponding buttons you can activate the unit's skills. A unit can be set to a maximum of 6 skills, and depending on the type, they are triggered differently. Since we are learning how to use a fighter, mash the circle button. Melee type units can set up to 4 skills in the circle button. Those 4 skills can be activated in order, so by hitting circle repeatedly, you can combo the enemy. You can check the name of the skill that is being activated on the bottom left of the screen. Pressing up and down the D-pad will target enemies in adjacent lanes. Use that when you are surrounded by enemies. So right now, circle is slash. And then... oh, they really did mean they really did mean mash the button. I thought we were queuing up attacks in a non-real time. By activating special melee technique guard... you have activated it. Guard blocks enemy attacks, depleting the gauge above the unit's head. Remaining action affects guard strength. You can activate it during the player's turn, but units that are set to with auto-guard like this one will automatically activate guard at the end of their turn. So because I didn't... okay, so you have to mash circle or you won't. You actually will just end your turn prematurely apparently. It's now the hunter's turn. The unit is a range type, which specializes in long-range attacks. Now, let's make use of the specialty to attack the enemy without moving. Alright, we'll shoot. So you can see where it's going to aim to. I can choose which individual row to aim at, but only this one and this one are really going to hit targets. I should probably target the guy that's in the same row as me. L1 is my facing. Oh, L1 and then direction is facing. Whatever that's doing doesn't seem to be doing anything. That's fine, we'll just ignore that for now. Let's just shoot this guy. Unlike melee types, range types attack along a line. When the reticle moves under the enemy, press the circle button. To time it correctly and attack the enemy unit. The number of attacks you get is equal to the remaining move gauge. Alright? Consumed by 1 arrow is that little red area. Do you want to fire as many times as possible? Oop. There we go. This will take a little practice. Gotcha. It's now the witch's turn. This unit type, the magic type, is similar to the ranged combat types and can unleash multiple skills and specializes in charge skills that attack large areas. Charge skills activate after a certain number of turns pass. The unit is vulnerable while charging. We will shorten the charge time for lightning for now. Activate with the square button to wipe out the enemies. Alright, lightning. Ooh. We can just attack everybody over there. Do I... Uh-oh, we hit our teammate. That's a bummer, although he seems to have survived by comparison. Probably don't want my medic getting hit like that. Nope. Damage is incoming, but I think we have a clear stat advantage, so I don't think we're in too much trouble. Now it's finally her turn. And now it's the medic's turn. I was right about that at least. She's one of the specialist type units, which focus on skills that are used for specific purposes. A medic learns support skills such as heal potion, that can restore an ally's hit points, or she can place a medical bag on the field for emergency use. Go ahead and place an emergency medical bag now. A medical bag can be activated with the square button. Once you find a spot for it, press the button again. When the bag is on the field, the operation is a success. Okay, so we just use square. Do I want to get away from these guys a little bit, maybe? Oh, I'm placing it manually. Where is it going? Oh, right where I'm standing. Okay. Special units 2. Like you saw, some skills can set objects in the field. Effects are activated when a unit moves over it. Set objects have very effective abilities, and even enemies can use them for themselves. Be careful of when and where you set them. Well, I set that right next to a wolf, so it's probably not a good news for me. But there are limits to how many times you can use them in one quest. Only use them when you really need them. Remaining uses are seen on the bottom left of the screen, so I have 2 more. Some field items recover skill uses. Alright, now that you move to the medic, let's use her other skill, Acid Throw. Acid Throw is a skill that can throw a bottle of acid to a desired location, but if there are units in the trajectory, the bottle will hit them instead, so be careful. Alright, Acid Throw. Right over there. Oops, I pressed cancel. X is cancel in this game. It's the Japanese game X circle inversion. You may already be aware, but all attacks and heals can affect enemies as well as allies. Be careful not to hit your allies with an attack, or heal an enemy on accident. That's the end of the basic flow of battle. Alright, to review, defeat the remaining Volga-Wolf. Let's go get him! Hello, friend. Oh, I'm in the wrong row. I have to get that straightened out really quick for myself. Let's back up as a ranged character. Alright, I'm gonna have to very carefully try not to shoot my teammate here. Good luck, me. Oh. That's quite the range, isn't it? Alright, so cancel. What about... what does long snipe look like? Fire an arrow straight ahead and damage the target. That sounds useful here. Oops, got hit triangle twice. There we go. So it's not even X circle inversion, it's just X is cancel everything. Square, triangle, circle are always used for activation. Gonna have to keep that straight in my head. Got 9% health recovery, 3 TP. We'll learn what that is, I'm sure. It does not appear to be experience, is it? Maybe it is. No, that would be... they call it experience here, so TP's gotta mean something else. Might be the currency? This is the end of the tutorial battle. Would you like to repeat the battle without explanations? No, we're good. We're fine. I can make it. It totally looks like we're fighting out in like future, like some sort of weird alternate history, like medieval Australia from that world map. You can heal your hit points using field items and medic skills. Press square to use supplies from the quest menu. Select the salve, and you can heal your troop. Don't need to do that right now, though. Everyone seems plenty healthy to me. There are stronger enemies on the field other than the symbol enemies you just fought. There are also symbol enemies strong, which is this red piece, and invisible enemies to deal with. Identify their strengths and weaknesses to decide whether or not to engage. Alright, so purple are regular enemies, red is strong, and hidden enemies... once every 3 turns, a dust cloud will signify the location of a hidden enemy, so you have to try to keep your eye out. But you can't know exactly where they are, necessarily. Looks like there's a hidden enemy hiding up ahead. Normally these enemies cannot be seen, but if you use a field item, Talisman Mirror, you'll be able to spot them temporarily. Once you spot them, they're not too hard to handle. Select the Talisman Mirror in your supplies and use it. Alright, so we go to, apparently, the quest menu. Yep, quest menu seems to be where you access everything. And here's our mirror. It'll last 5 turns, and it'll show hidden enemies. So X is confirmed for the most part. It's just the combat thing is you just press whatever the button is that the skill is mapped to again to continue using it. Hey, friend. You're not surprising us. We know where you are. A Guild Army level 1 hunter. Is it just the one of you? Nope, there's 2 wolves. Alright, so we have a turn order here, we can see. So actually our entire team gets to go first this time. That's a bit of an advantage. Melee! So after the first 4 hits, they get launched into the air, and that interferes with my ability to continue attacks in a row. Acid Throw, on the other hand, is interestingly a skill I can use. The Acid Throw does not require me to use up a limited consumable. I can just use it when I want to. And it's effective. She's just as effective as my knight right now at dealing damage. And if I go up here, let's see, fire spells range would hit over there. Let's try to get a better spot than that. There we go. That'll hit their leader without damaging my own teammates this time. Oh! Oh, it's one of these again. Okay. That'll take some practice getting the timing down. Leaderless condition occurs when the leader unit dies. Act gauge and move gauge recovery will greatly decrease until the end of the battle. Defeating the leader is key to battle. Be aggressive and defeat the enemy leader. Is he down? Yeah, the next 2 turns are both wolves and that's it. So it does appear we actually got him then. Alright. Let's go for our shot. We should be able to hit him from here, alright. Alright, this takes a little bit of practice, but I think I'm getting it. I'm not missing at least very much. Hey! You're gonna get punished for that. This is turn 2. That's dealt with. We get the obligatory slow motion death. Ooh, 4 TP. I wonder if that means we did better and we get a better reward as a result. Yeah, health recovery will come in handy. It means we don't necessarily have to heal everybody all the time. Should we explore? Let's see. It's actually a relatively long path to our exit. Way up there. But, yeah, we might as well just explore. How's our actions doing? 230? Is there something down here? Maybe not. Maybe it's not worth it to investigate those directions. All right, let's head to. Let's just head to our next target. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be anything over there. Might as well get the kills I can. Guild Army level 1. Oh, what? I'm sorry. What is she wearing? View power. You can check a unit's abilities via view power. You can also view identified skills by using the direction buttons or the left stick. Enemy skills are unidentified until they are used. So we don't know what any of these guys' skills are yet. They're completely unknown to us. This person's hat. She's like a bopper or whatever from the 20s or whatever the decade is. That's not a style of headwear that I was expecting to see in this game. It's an really interesting thing to see in contrast, like people with leather armor and knights and shields, and then this person that looks like she's gonna go to a speakeasy or something. Alright. Let's ruin some guys. It'd be great if I could combo them, but I don't think that was particularly likely. Yep, they're here to fight back. But I had my defenses up. Theirs are up now too, though. Oh, they changed their mind. Thought they were gonna share a row. Would have been really handy for me. So the right stick scrolls us a little bit. I can attack him from here. If I go for the acid throw, we can get rid of him altogether, potentially. I don't know what to expect if I do acid throw and he's blocking. Let's find out. Apparently he can block that. Okay. Good to know. I thought it might be the type of ability that might let you avoid their block altogether. Alright, she's at 86, so he's full health. He has less health in general, apparently. So he's their clear leader. Is it marked on the screen? So I'm clearly our leader, our blonde character over here. I was just trying to see if I can make out. Oh, there we go. That is their leader right there. So his block is almost down. Did a fire spell. We can make a mess of these characters. That'll be fun. Here we go. Alright. Not quite what I was hoping for, but we're trying. Let's see here. No. Not what we want to do. Let's hop down one. Snipe might be the best call. Unless I think I can get in the right position to be able to snipe. Let's see. I could probably get in the right position to hit these guys. Not much energy left, is there? Might have been a mistake. We'll see. Careful not to hit my own teammates here. There we go. Good luck healing through that. She definitely seems to be down because she's actually laying on the ground now. Oh, man. He got knocked out of my combo range. Whoops. They're sneaking up on my spellcasters. No thank you. We seem to massively outclass them stat-wise for now, though, so there's not much risk of really messing up at this point. Unless all of them combined are supposed to be a real problem. Enjoy! There goes your guard. I can do that all day. It's a free attack. Did you just... I thought they healed my character for a second there. Alright, relatively effective at the healing. We're gonna want to take care of her. Let's back up. Ooh, this would be fun. Alternatively, lightning. Deal damage to multiple times to the area. That'll be fantastic. Oh, that'll take an extra turn though to activate. That's why they're calling them charge skills. I feel like it activated instantly last time. Let's take out their healer. Bye! And that's the end of her. Now I'm just gonna shoot the ground, I guess. Yay! Might have benefited from canceling. I don't know if energy conserves. Yeah, it does look like energy does continue from turn to turn, so I should have cancelled immediately instead. I think I'll have an advantage here because I'm behind his shield. Oh yeah, that didn't really pan out for him. Oh, just enough to beat through my guard. Right, I see my mistake now. That was not the correct position to put myself in. We'll have to keep in mind the charge attacks as we establish them. Let's see here. How's that acid throw gonna work out? Gonna want a better position than that, but I think I can get it. That's as far as I can move. You can redo your move by pressing touchpad. So you can. That's handy. So you can feel out what you're able to handle at once. That'll be very helpful, actually. Okay. If I go over here, that's much better. Right. It hits characters that are in the trajectory. Okay. We're making mistakes that I'm gonna have to learn from. That was the earlier message they warned me about, where I can hit somebody in the path if they're in the way. I don't know if I can get far enough away to shoot this guy, really. I'm a little trapped with this character. And long snipe would hit... Well, it fires straight ahead, so it presumably wouldn't hit my teammates. I think. Let's try it out. Oh yeah, it's just him. Alright. Note to self, don't walk in front of your charge attacks, and don't try to throw potions through your own characters. Hitboxes are important. We were told these things, but experiencing them definitely helps cement the concept in your head. Learning curve. There's always one. Interesting. I'm not sure. I think every turn you take in combat also counts as an action towards your total. I think that's why I showed a countdown up there. Displaying field route. Are you getting used to moving units? By the way, the route in the field can be displayed two ways. One display shows that where you can travel as a path. The other displays shows squares like a board game. If you want details about movements and adjustment, use the path display. If you want to keep an eye out for enemy movement, use the squares display. Interesting. Change map display? Sure. That seems not entirely different, honestly. See, do I want to fight everybody? Why not? Howdy. Might as well take whatever fights I can for experience sake until I find a reason not to. Hey everyone. Alright, so their enemy leader is the one on the bottom. Oh, he's just a archer. Makes him a relatively easy target. Now I'm realizing that I can manually walk around, so if I want to move my camera to figure out who the leader is, I can easily just do that, and then warp back and make my decision afterwards about how to spend my turn. That's handy. That's good to know about. Oh, out of range. The knockback causes me a few problems. Let's see. I should probably just go target their leader. See if I can get him into potion range. Nope, went too far. There we go. This'll end well for him. Oh, a little bit of return fire. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful about that. So there's an enemy spellcaster right here. Between this character and my archer, I might be able to target them. They go before my archer, though, which is a little rough. Make it a little harder to target them directly. Here we go. Ooh, she's on the far right. Whenever I hit them with the fire spell, they seem to go blasted to the left. So as she gets blasted to the left, she'll be easier and easier to hit. This should be handy. Oh, never mind. So it depends on what side I hit her from then. So up till now they've been falling to the left as I hit them with fire, but that's actually dependent on my own actions. Pain. Pain. Oh god. I feel bad. Not bad enough to stop though. So you can hit the witch. I was wondering who was in range for you. Turn us down and you have no leader, so good luck, sir. You're gonna need it. It's harder for you to get out of my hitbox if you're right against the edge of the map. I'm grateful for the auto health recovery. I might want to get to actually healing my character soon, though. The spellcaster in particular. Getting a little low. One more fight down. Maybe I should just go ahead and use the abilities we have here. See, salve heals your items. Skills. Ooh, Earth Heal. With the power of ley lines, increase your troops' hit point recovery by 30%. So this is what you spend TP on? Interesting. Experience. Increase experience gained in the next battle by 300% for the cost of 8 TP. Max charge. Increase your stats by 10% for 3 battles. Treasure warp. Marks a designated treasure chest and warps to that space. Ooh. Those are all the options we have right now. Interesting. So it looks like each character has their own TP skill that I can use. Troop condition. Alright, interesting to keep these ideas in mind. Let's go ahead and use a salve. Is it going to happen to all my troops? Oh. Interesting. They all get healed simultaneously by that item. Oops, I accidentally had standby, so we skipped a turn. Let's try the experience boost. Give that a shot. Cost 8 TP. So I'm specifically targeting myself, which makes me wonder if at some point I'll have access to more characters. Or more squads at once. Oop. We've been found. Hey there, we're gonna get triple experience off you, so make it count. Oh, they got 4. The leader's to the far right. Well, I've got someone to target then. Can't really make it to them though, can I? So let's work on this guy for now. He'll have to do. Ooh, they're lined up for an AoE too. So a lot of them are getting dacked first. We're starting to face faster enemies. Hey, friend. Guess what happens here? Oh. I think it usually hits them twice, so I should have gotten closer, and they'll stay in the hitbox for longer. We're learning things. Learning more and more things. Let's see about getting this guy into fire range. Oh yes, that should work. Let's take out that leader. Oh. Well, I was trying to aim it just right to knock him back into the main part of the range. This should work out though. Get a little closer. So you don't want to let the arrow run off the edge, I don't think, or you just miss out on your ability to attack. So we haven't done that much damage to their enemy party, but we have taken out their leader. That should give us an advantage for the remainder of the fight. You're defending yourself, I'd rather not. I can just wander right over here instead. Take out an archer. There we go. Oh, couldn't turn around in time. Right, I think I used up my motion anyway, so I couldn't turn around at that point anyway. Oh. Interesting decision to jump in front of my shield. I assume that going behind my shield lets you avoid the attack, so you'd think you'd want to do that. If I move backwards a little bit... this looks like it's gonna hurt my teammate. Not the best chances here, is it? Where'd the other guy go? Let's rewind a little bit. Oh, you're nice and easy to target, aren't you? I want to back up a little bit, though. A little further. There we go. Here you go. One less problem to deal with, and they don't have any healers, so they can't recover from any of these attacks I'm hitting them with. So I can hit them with the line attack, but not my ranged attack from here. Need a better spot first. This'll work out. Here comes the fire. Wow, it's actually kind of hard to hit them when they're at the beginning of the meter. You have to start mashing the button. We'll have to keep that one in mind. Hey, you're right in front of me. Guess what happens here? Bye! Oh right, long snipe's limited use. So there's another thing to keep in mind. Long snipe can only be used X number of times per quest, so we'll have to be careful about that. We're all healed up though, and we got a chunk of experience. At least there's that much. So that should be the... oh no, the exit's right up here somewhere? Yeah, we're not too far off. What's down here? It appears to be a dead end, unless scouting is a thing in this game. Look at the environment transition. We walked our way through a forest, then went through a mountainous desert region, then right back into the forest, then we're crossing a river. Nice little environment details, so it's not just a giant empty field. Alright. Onwards. Maybe we have TP again. Why not just keep giving ourselves more experience for now, since we don't seem to be having much trouble. There we go. This will give us an edge for later, hopefully. There's a symbol enemy waiting ahead. You can battle it, but it won't budge. Use your field skill to get around it. Field skills require TP, which you can gain by battling. Looks like you got some TP from your previous battle. Uh-oh. Did I mess up our tutorial here? Each individual unit has a field skill. There are various effects, moving across the fields, attacking enemies, or even bonus experience points, for example. By the way, did you notice the treasure chest behind the enemy? It looks like you can use a treasure warp to jump over the enemy to get the treasure. TP cost for treasure warp is 0 for this demonstration, so use it to evade the enemy symbol strong. They're letting me get through for free. They planned for my level of idiocy. So it lets us warp past him and get our treasure. You safely jumped over the enemy and evaded battle. You can dodge many enemies with clever ideas like that. To limit the troops' exhaustion, use skills or items to avoid unnecessary battles. That's noteworthy, my morale is now 29. Well, oops. Let's actually pick that up really quick.
We did it!
Healing medicine. Good. There's several types of treasure chests in the field. Normal, a treasure chest that appears in quests. By checking it, you can find items inside. Locked. A treasure chest appears in quests. You can use TP to unlock it. And fixed. A very rare treasure chest with a rare item inside. There are no downsides to opening treasure chests. If you find one, make sure to open it. Well, one downside would be spending TP if you have any other use for it, but that's about it. Well, how am I going to get across this river? Oh, some roads cannot be seen until you get close to them. These roads are called hidden paths. You can get through the hidden path by pressing the directional pad or the left stick. Let's go through here to get to our destination. Small animal trail. There we go. So I should probably hold off on doing too many fights, because we do clearly have to deal with morale. I don't think they've explained what morale does yet, but I'm sure it's a problem. Hidden items. There's some items in the field that cannot be seen from the map. If you see a shiny mop on the spot on the event screen, the lower section of the screen where the enemy units walk, be sure to investigate it by pressing the X button. So you can see a little glowy spot on the ground down there that represents the actual topography we're walking on, which is a cute little touch where you can see the transition. Oh look, the actual ground our characters are walking on changes from this meadow to this paved road. There's a lot of nice little details in this game, actually. Destination's in your sights. The quest is almost at an end. Some quests will have a boss battle at the destination. Prepare units and be ready for fight. Let's go get him. I'm sure he's friendly. Okay, maybe confirmed as not being friendly. Guild Army, round 1. Just like the arrow shield, there are obstacles set on the field known as objects. There are many varieties of objects. Some can protect you from attacks, and some can enhance units. There's an arrow shield that blocks arrows, a wood barrel, heal box, tower. Heal box seems self-explanatory. On battlefields where many objects have been placed, it's important to have a good grasp of enemy's formation. You can check each unit's condition by using the left stick. Right stick, I mean. And you can look around the stage by using the touchpad. Oh, there we go. Study the war situation to strive and annihilate the enemy. So I was starting to think that I had to walk around and reset if I wanted to get a look around the area, but it looks like I can scroll back and forth with the touchpad. Oh, that's nice. That's the thing I was missing, so now I can get a good idea of what the enemy looks like. So it's 2 soldiers hiding behind 1 barricade. Not much else going on. The top soldier is my primary target because he's the leader. Alright. Let's head on up then. So if I just start bashing on this thing, can we just destroy it? Not necessarily. It's a relatively slow process. He really managed to squeeze himself in there, didn't he? Still, that seems to be arrow walls. I don't think they'd be effective against my acid. I mean, my fireballs. Let's see. This guy's definitely in acid range. Get a little closer to try to center him a little bit. Friend, burn. There goes his guard. We can use this. Let's see. That's the leader, though. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get the leader down because of his current guard. What's the exact range being highlighted by the spell, by the way? Alright, so the glow of the spell's a little harder to see right now. Oh, it's hidden behind the fern. There's little diamonds that tell you the exact... There's little rods with diamonds on the end that help you see the exact boundaries of the spell, which is helpful because all the spell does is make the area glow. And the area is so bright right now, it's actually hard to see the glow. Might get him! Might get him! Oh, not quite. He's probably far enough away from the arrow wall now that I can hit him, though. Oh yeah. Goodbye, leader. Let's go ahead and cancel to preserve our energy. There we go. Big guy's down. So they're leaderless. It actually shows icons on both sides. What do those mean? Is that our morale? I'm curious what the flashing dots on both sides mean. That's another thing to figure out over time, I suppose. Well, he's trying, at least. Say what you want, he hasn't given up, I suppose. That should be safe. Get a little closer to try to increase the distance between my leader and the attack. It looks like it'll go over his head safely. Yep. There he goes. Under all that guard, there wasn't much of him left. 3 TP is ours. And everyone's back up to full health. And about, I'd say 60% towards hitting level 2. Change successive... What? Oh, challenge successive battle 2. Next opponent is Guild Army level 1. So you can either heal or do the next battle. Well, we're full on health, so we're fine. Let's get in there. Looks like you get a chance to heal between rounds. Successive battles and traps. Sometimes you may be faced with successive battles. Successive battles are indicated at the bottom of the flag. If you look at this battle, there are many objects placed on the map, and also traps in various locations. Traps might be hidden in unexpected locations. Please be mindful of your remaining hit points. So now this is final round. There's 2 little squares on the bottom to indicate how many rounds there was, because last time there was 1 full and 1 empty. It's a fighter. Anyone else? That's a lot of enemies. So they have a healer, they have a mage, they have a hunter up top. Does that X mean there's a trap over there? I'm curious. Then of course their leader's right up front. ready to be struck. It's interesting that the all of the male characters seem to be wearing like period-appropriate combat gear of some kind. Both of the females look like they're wearing something from like the 20s. A bit of a change of pace, I suppose. Alright. Knight's always a straightforward turn. Hit the guy in the face till he stops moving, or I stop moving. There we go. And then he returns the favor. Let's see if I can get just in the right spot to bomb this guy out into oblivion. Maybe back up a little bit. Ah, we should just reset at that point. A little closer. There we go. Oh, this leader's tougher. He didn't crumple under the poison to attack like the last one did. So just how much health does he have now? Oops. Oh, he's full up. He's back up to full. Really gonna want to take out their healers if we want to stop this kind of thing from happening. That said, if I'm careful, I could line up an attack that could hit both of them, really. Let's focus on their spellcaster, mostly. Well, collapsing his guard would be good for the turn of my ranger, probably. I'll go for both. Alright, that was bad for them. Let's try to follow up with that, with the given attack. Oh, he's charging. Well, I'm gonna get out of this row, so goodbye, lady. Thanks for trying, I guess. Oh, I ran out, apparently. Well, that's a bummer. I messed that up. Neither of them were taken down all the way. We're close, though. Ow. Well, that was useful. Congratulations. You've really contributed to your party. Guess what happens now? Mostly the murder. Alright, leader's down. That'll be bad for them. I'm just gonna throw an acid bottle in this lady's face. That's not dark or anything, right? Melt her face off. Oop, there she goes. That acid is strong. I just wouldn't expect the healing character to have such a strong attack. Oh, speaking of which... It's a really good time to have a shield, huh? Oh, she's conveniently at the end of the fire range. She should be easy to target. There she goes. Alright. Let's find this guy in range, right around... Oh, no. Well, that's bad for me. I'm in the wrong row, also. There we go. I was wondering why the prompt wasn't coming up to shoot him. I was mistakenly in the wrong row. I wonder if that affects his range. It'd be interesting to know if standing on a crate increases your range or something. Or if maybe just gets you... Uh-oh. Ow. Not the sign. Nope, it does not stop him from being meleeed, at the very least. 15% health recovery. That's a big chunk. Yep, that pretty much clears up the damage we took, except for our healer. We're just on the verge of hitting level 2.
I see, you're quite experienced. Though your troopers hastily assembled, you commanded without hesitation. Very well. I approve your entry to the guild. If you're finished, introduce yourselves to the guild leader. There, you'll officially be one of us.
I predict a lot of tutorialization around whatever our town's gonna be in the next episode. 85 turns. Decent chunk of gold. 390 royals. That must be an alternate currency for different kingdoms or something. Got a peruse stamp and a few other objects. 50G. So our field items, like the jerky, is automatically sold at the end of the mission. So it's going to be sold, or you use it that mission. You don't get to keep it for future missions. All field items that go unused during a quest are sold after completing the quest. Also, all items other than the field items are returned after completing a quest. Interesting. So we do have like an Estus sort of thing going on, where we have a constant supply we can rely on for every mission, basically. That'll be interesting. Use field items you find to help you on your quest, or save them to gain more money when you're done. It's choice up to you, Captain. I like the idea of having replenishing supplies, because it'll actually increase my chance of using them, because I won't be constantly holding on to them based on the premise like, maybe I'll need them 4 hours from now in a distant future part of the game. I just need to worry about whether or not I'll need them for that particular run. That's good. Ooh, reputations. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this game. Interesting.